Ah, Europe, a continent bursting with history, culture, stunning architecture, and fantastic cheese. But for all its beauty, Europe is facing serious challenges. Cities are buckling under overpopulation, strained resources, and other issues. This isn't about pointing fingers, it's about understanding the complex problems of modern urban life. So grab your beret and a glass of wine, because today we're diving into the 10 fastest collapsing European cities in 2024. First up, Bella Italia, where the espresso is strong, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills the air and the clinking of cups creates a symphony of its own. Italy, a country known for its rich culture, history, and of course its impeccable fashion sense. And nowhere is this more evident than in Milan, the fashion capital of the world. Here the streets are like runways, with people donning the latest trends and high-end clothing. Milan is synonymous with style, elegance and luxury. But beyond the glitz and glamour of its high-end boutiques and the stunning architecture of the Duomo, Milan is facing an increasingly dire situation. The city, which once stood as a beacon of prosperity, is now grappling with several challenges. The influx of people has led to public services struggling to keep up with demand. Housing shortages are becoming more common, and the gap between the wealthy and the poor is widening at an alarming rate. The economic disparity is palpable, and it's affecting the very fabric of the city. As a result, crime is on the rise, casting a shadow over the daily lives of its residents. The once safe and bustling streets are now scenes of worry and concern. The police are stretched thin, trying to maintain order in a city that's slowly unraveling. In response, the city is investing heavily in infrastructure and sustainable development projects. New buildings are going up and old ones are being renovated. But these efforts often feel like putting a band-aid on a gaping wound. The underlying issues remain, and the solutions seem temporary at best. The question remains, can Milan stitch itself back together before it completely unravels? The city's resilience is being tested like never before. Only time will tell if these efforts will be enough to restore Milan to its former glory. For now, as you stroll through the iconic Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, admiring the luxury shops and the beautiful architecture, hold on to your wallet a little tighter. The city may be fashionably falling apart, but its spirit remains unbroken. Next, we sail north to the Netherlands, a country renowned for its iconic windmills, vibrant fields of tulips, and liberal drug policies. This picturesque land, with its charming canals and historic cities, has long been a symbol of progress and innovation. Rotterdam, Europe's largest seaport, is a bustling hub of activity. The harbour is a marvel of modern engineering, handling millions of tons of cargo each year. Yet beneath this veneer of efficiency, the city faces challenges as subtle as wooden clogs in a library. Rapid urbanization has transformed Rotterdam's skyline, with gleaming luxury apartments standing in stark contrast to rundown buildings. This rapid growth has led to significant economic inequality, creating cracks in the social fabric that are hard to ignore. The city's diverse population, drawn by the promise of work and a better life, adds to its vibrant culture. However, many immigrants find themselves struggling on society's margins, facing barriers to integration and economic stability. Traffic congestion and public transportation issues are rampant, with crowded streets and overburdened transit systems becoming a daily struggle for residents. The city's infrastructure is straining under the weight of its own success. The Dutch are known for their innovative solutions and forward-thinking urban planning. From flood defences to sustainable architecture, they have tackled many challenges head-on. But can they stem the tide of these growing problems? As the sun sets over Rotterdam's skyline, construction cranes dot the horizon, symbolizing both hope and uncertainty. The future of this dynamic city hangs in the balance as it navigates the complexities of progress and the weight of its own ambitions. From the Netherlands, we travel north to Sweden, land of minimalist furniture and questionable meatballs. Sweden is often celebrated for its design, innovation, and high standard of living. The iconic IKEA stores, with their sleek and functional furniture, are a testament to Swedish ingenuity. And who can forget the famous Swedish meatballs, a staple in every IKEA visit? Stockholm, the Venice of the North, is renowned for its beauty and high quality of life. The city is spread across 14 islands, connected by 57 bridges, offering stunning waterfront views and a rich history that dates back to the 13th century. But beneath this perfection lies a city grappling with uncomfortable truths. Despite its picturesque appearance, Stockholm faces significant challenges that threaten its idyllic image. Immigration has strained social services and led to higher unemployment rates among immigrant communities. The influx of new residents has put pressure on housing, healthcare and education systems, creating a complex social landscape. Gang-related violence is on the rise, particularly in disadvantaged neighborhoods. This surge in crime has sparked debates about integration policies and the effectiveness of law enforcement in maintaining public safety. Stockholm is at a crossroads. The city must navigate these challenges while preserving the qualities that make it unique. Can it integrate its growing immigrant population and address social problems? Efforts are being made through various community programs and initiatives aimed at fostering inclusion and reducing social disparities. Only time will tell, but for now maybe stick to the cinnamon buns. These sweet treats, enjoyed in cozy cafes, offer a small comfort amidst the city's larger issues. Amsterdam. The city of canals, bicycles and legalized weed. Behind the hazy glow of coffee shops, Amsterdam is facing a crisis. The housing market is a nightmare, with prices skyrocketing due to limited space and booming tourism. Tourism is overwhelming the city, turning neighborhoods into amusement parks. Amsterdam must balance its free-spirited identity with sustainable growth. Will it become a cautionary tale of a city loved to death? 9. From the Netherlands we journey south to Spain, land of siestas and sangria. Barcelona, the jewel of Catalonia, is facing political turmoil, economic inequality and a tourism industry that's overwhelming the city. The Catalan independence movement has created deep divisions. Rising housing costs and tourism benefit multinational corporations more than locals. Barcelona is overrun with visitors, straining infrastructure and driving up prices. Next, we find ourselves in France, land of fine wine and cheese. Marseille, a gritty port town, is struggling with poverty, crime and a sense of abandonment. The city has one of the highest poverty rates in France. Unemployment is rampant, particularly among young people. Marseille has long been a hub for organized crime, with violence escalating in recent years. The French government has tried to address these problems, but progress is slow. From France, we travel north to Belgium, known for its waffles and chocolate. Brussels, the capital of Belgium and the EU, is a city of contrasts. The city is deeply divided, with a large immigrant population struggling with poverty and discrimination. Crime has risen sharply, particularly in neighborhoods with large immigrant populations. Brussels has also been a target for terrorist attacks. The Belgian government struggles to address these issues, leaving residents feeling ignored. Across the Channel, we find ourselves in the United Kingdom. London, the UK's sprawling capital, is grappling with soaring living costs, a creaking infrastructure, and the aftershocks of Brexit. The cost of living has reached absurd levels, with rents skyrocketing. Violent crime, particularly knife crime among young people, is on the rise. London has also been the target of several terrorist attacks. Residents are left feeling on edge and wondering if nowhere is truly safe. From the UK, we journey east to Germany. Berlin, a city of constant reinvention, is facing challenges in the 21st century. The city is struggling to integrate its growing immigrant population while addressing the concerns of long-time residents. The influx of newcomers has led to shortages of affordable housing and job competition. The rise of the far right has fueled fears about immigration and globalization. Berlin is grappling with hate crimes and unease among minority communities. Finally, we arrive in Paris, the city of lights. Paris is facing rising inequality, social unrest, and a growing sense of unease about the future. The cost of living has reached absurd levels, with rents skyrocketing. Protests from the Yellow Vest movement to climate change demonstrations are frequent. Paris is struggling to maintain its identity as a global capital while addressing residents' concerns. The city is at a crossroads. So there you have it. 10 European cities, each facing unique challenges. Cities evolve, adapt, and sometimes overcome insurmountable challenges. The problems are complex, but not insurmountable. And hey, at least they've got good cheese, right? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which city you think will turn things around first.